What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to check out the WWE Royal Rumble card game featuring 30 legends of WWE from Ravensburger. On the front of the box, we see mostly people from the same era, and then we have Booker T, I'm going to say from the 2000s. So Booker T, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, and Ric Flair. Pretty cool aesthetic. It's in a square, so, you know, square ring. So, okay. Andre the Giant right there, which is really cool. Mark Henry right there, also pretty neat. Jake the Snake Roberts, that's a good get. Then the Undertaker, and that's the most original old school one that you could probably get. The back of the box, it's kind of a lot going on here, but we can see the cards, kind of how they're gonna look, a lot of different colors. It looks more or less like the other Ravensburger card game with from Taco Bell, where you have kind of the standard size cards, and you have that deck, and then you have another deck of larger cards. I'm not quite sure. It looks like there might be 3 different sizes, unless these are the same size. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll find out. Enter the ring as a WWE legend and face off against your rivals in WWE Legends Royal Rumble card game. Use electrifying attacks and signature finishing maneuvers to eliminate your opponents. New legends enter the Rumble as others are thrown over the top rope. Can you survive the brawl to remain the last legend standing? Contents: 150 action cards, 30 signature cards, 30 legend placards, 1 champion token right there, and instructions. So yeah, this isn't going to be like we're counting points at the end like the Taco Bell card game. It's going to be literally last one standing, I guess, gets the WWE token. Or I guess if it's one-on-one at each time, whoever knocks out one, I have the WWE token. New dude comes in. If they win, then they get the token. So kind of hot potato with the winning token. Again, I do like the fact that it fits the aesthetic. So it's a square ring. They made it work. Okay, I like the way this is arranged already. We have the contents here. Oh, different color, different types of moves. Kicks, strikes, moves, boosts, special, defense. This is a bit more involved than the Taco Bell card game, which, you know what, makes sense to me. And I like it. Cool. Oh, wow. I like it. This is cute. Set aside the very retro logo right there. Okay, so yeah, all these cards are the standard size, I think. Here's a standard sleeve. That's about right. They might be a little tall. Well, let's check them out. So we have, I think, the main deck. I'm not too sure. Action cards. Here have the legend placards. Oh, these must be the signature cards. Action cards. Okay, let's go over the legend placards first because it's the smallest one and probably the easiest to go over. First up, we have Hacksaw Jim Duggan with his signature move, 3-point clothesline. Macho Man Randy Savage with his signature move, flying elbow drop. Nature Boy Ric Flair with his signature move, figure 4 leg lock. Ravishing Rick Rude with his signature move, the Rude Awakening. And he has the longest quote so far. Compared to the one right before him, big difference. Mark Henry, World's Strongest Slam. There he is, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Stone Cold Stunner. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Dream. Andre the Giant, Bear Hug. Mankind, the Mandible Claw. I wonder if we have his other versions. Well, not yet. Booker T, Scissor Kick. Bret the Hitman Hart, Sharpshooter. British Bulldog, Running Power Slam. Eddie Guerrero, Frog Splash, I like that one. Dusty Rhodes, Bionic Elbow. Goldberg, Spear. Okay. Honky Tonk Man, Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Hulk Hogan, the Leg Drop. Jake the Snake Roberts, DDT. Jerry the King Lawler, Flying Fist Drop. Junkyard Dog, Thump Power Slam. Diesel, Jackknife Power Bomb. Kurt Angle, Ankle Lock. Mr. Perfect, Perfect Plex. Razor Ramon, Razor's Edge. Batista, Batista Bomb. Shawn Michaels, Sweet Chin Music. Sting, Stinger Splash. The Iron Sheik, Camel Clutch. The Ultimate Warrior, Gorilla Press Slam. And the Undertaker, Chokeslam. Really cool. Let's see the back of the cards. These are the really big ones. Very large. And I guess the signature cards. Action cards were included in that deck. And then the rest are these. So you have the same characters. Once again, yeah, they're all the same that we've seen before. Except some of these characters needed specific separate licensing. But on the reverse side, you see their actual signature move. And I guess how much damage they do. I mean, the figure 4 leg lock needed to do 4 points of damage, I suppose. Stone Cold Stunner, Manjoume. How much does DDT do? DDT only does 2. Oh, okay, fair enough. The 3-point stance clothesline. If this hits, you may discard any number of cards and immediately drop back to 6. Flying elbow drop, cannot be blocked or dodged. Figure 4 leg lock, no effect, but it does 4 damage. Rude awakening, if this hits, you may look at your opponent's hand, choose 1 card, and put it into your hand. Only does 2. Batista Bomb does 2, but if it hits, you may reveal the top card of the deck. If it's an attack card, you may immediately use that card to attack another legend. Stone Cold Stunner. If this hits, your opponent discards their attack for this round. $1 Million Dream. If this hits, your opponent must discard their attack for this round. They cannot play another attack next round. Bear Hug. 3 attack. If this hits, your opponent must discard their attack for this round. Mandible Claw. If this hits, your opponent must discard 2 strikes or be thrown over the top ring. Wow. Frog Splash. When played, reveal the top 10 cards of the action deck. Play all boosts on this card, then discard all the other revealed cards. Scissor Kick. If this hits, your opponent must discard 3 cards. Oh, that's good. Sharpshooter. If this hits, your opponent must discard a block or be thrown over the top rope. Running Power Slam. When played, you may play any number of strikes from your hand onto this card. If it hits, play all damage, but not special effects from those strikes. Bionic Elbow. When you play this, you may choose a boost from the discard pile and play it with this attack. Spear. If it hits, your opponent has 5 or more damage. If this hits and your opponent has 5 or more damage, throw them over the top rope. Shake, rattle, and roll. If this hits, you may discard any number of cards, draw that many. Leg drop. I thought it would have been done more damage. If it hits, remove all damage cards on you, which is funny considering all the real life damage that move has done to the user. DDT. If it hits, all other legends must discard their attack for this round. Wow. Flying Fist Drop. If this hits, you may take any 1 card from this card and add it to your hand. Thumb Power Slam. Okay, just very powerful, like the figure 4. Jackknife Power Bomb. If it hits and your opponent has 6 or more damage, throw them over the top rope. Ankle Lock. If this hits, your opponent must discard 2 kicks or be thrown over the top rope. Perfect Plex. If it hits, remove 1 damage card from you. Razor's Edge. If it hits and your opponent has 6 or more damage, throw them over the top rope. World's Strongest Slam. Once again, 4 attack, but no effect. Sweet Chin Music. Very little attack, but when played, you may put any number of kicks from your hand onto this card. If it hits, apply all damage, but not special effects from those kicks. Ooh, the Stinger Splash does 4 attack and cannot be blocked or dodged. Camel Clutch does 2 attack. If it hits, your opponent must discard 1 strike and 1 kick or be thrown over the top rope. Gorilla Press Slam. 3 attack. If it hits, your opponent must reveal their hand. Choose any number of cards from their hand to be discarded. Wow, that seems pretty good. Then the Undertaker's Chokeslam. 3 attack. If this hits and throws your opponent over the top rope, you may immediately play an attack against another legend. Really keep the momentum going on that one. Defense Block. Cancel 1 strike or kick. A bunch of those. Defense Take Control. Cancel any attack against you. Play an attack or your signature against the opponent who attacked you. They cannot block or dodge your attack. Defense Dodge. When you are attacked, choose a new target for the attack. Defense Ref. Play when any player uses a exclamation mark card. Cancel that card. So those are the defense cards. Special cards. Finish them off. You may play this immediately after a legend is hit. If they have taken 5 or more damage, throw them over the top rope. Holding On. Play when any legend would be thrown over the top rope by an effect. Cancel the effect. Choose 1 damage card on that legend and remove it. Damage can still throw them over the top rope. Intervene. When another legend is attacked, cancel that attack. You may immediately play any attack or signature against either the attacker or the defender. Distract the Ref. Play when any player uses a ref card. Cancel that effect. Wow, that's I do this. Well, I'll use a ref to stop that. No, I use Distract the Ref. So that actually sounds like that'd be pretty fun, just to kind of chain them into each other. So those are the special cards. Big Boot, Speed 3, and Attack 3. Drop Kick, Speed 3. If this hits and your opponent has 5 or more damage, throw them over the top rope. Power Leg Drop, Speed 2. Always exclamation point. So the ref can cancel that, I guess. If it hits, your opponent must discard their attack for this round. Standing Kick. If it hits, you may immediately play your signature, so you do this into Stone Cold Stunner, which actually makes a lot of sense. So I guess I would add 1 to the attack of it. Then we have Armbar. If it hits, your opponent must reveal their hand and discard all strikes. Speed 5, wow. Back Body Drop. If it hits and was boosted by an Irish Whip, throw your opponent over the rope. Backbreaker. Speed 4. If it hits, you may immediately play your signature. Body Slam. If it hits and your opponent has 4 more damage, throw them over the top rope. Atomic Drop. 3 damage, 2 speed, but you know what? A lot of damage there. DDT, just as normal, not as a signature. So I guess anyone can just do it, which is pretty fair. Double Lariat. Vader's not even in this. If it hits, throw all legends with 6 or more damage over the top rope. Figure 4 Leglock. Okay, this is also just an attack card now. If it's your opponent, must discard down to 4 cards and not refill their hand this turn. Flying Lariat. Full Nelson. Okay, if it hits, your opponent must reveal their hand and discard all defense and special cards. Full Focus. Speed 5. If it hits, each other legend changes their attack target to the hit legend. Defending legend's attack is unaffected. Splash. If this hits, you and your opponent each discard 2 cards. Leglock. If this hits, your opponent must reveal their hand and discards all kicks. Moonsault. If this hits, you may discard any number of cards and draw that number of cards. Neckbreaker. Piledriver, which can be stopped by the ref. Power Bomb. Well, that's very slow but very powerful. Suplex. Kind of in the middle. Swing Out. If this hits and your opponent has 5 or more damage, throw them over the top rope. We have the Chop. If this hits, you may immediately play another strike. Well, there's a bunch of them, so you might play another. Clothesline. If it hits and your opponent has 5 or more damage, throw them over the top rope. Makes sense to me. Heavy Punch. If this hits, you may immediately play another strike attack. If this is your 3rd strike, you may play any attack or your signature instead. Double Axe Handle. Elbow Drop. If this hits, you may immediately play another strike. Exclamation. Inverted Forearm Club. If this hits, your opponent must discard their attack for this round. Leaping Clothesline. Closed Fist Punch. If this hits, you may immediately play your signature. Cool, but exclamation there. Elbow to Knee. If this hits, you may immediately play another strike. Corkscrew Boost. This is a boost card. Boost card +1 speed. Boost. Flying. So I guess just extra attack. From the top rope, again, yeah, I guess about the same. From the top rope and flying seem to be pretty much the same, +2 attack. Pumped Up Boost, just +1 attack. Irish Whip. There it is. Irish Whip plus another card. Did really good. So +2 speed and I guess another attack. On the Ladder Boost, exclamation. This attack can't be blocked. That's 4. Wow. Setup. If this hits, you may play another attack or signature. Super. This attack can't be blocked or dodged. With a chair. It's just a picture of a chair. With a chair, exclamation. This attack can't be blocked. Good damage though, +3. And if you're waiting for this, there is the token. It says here it should be about a 30 to 45 minute game for 2 to 10 players. We'll definitely be playing this at least with 2, maybe 3 or more players on one of our live streams coming up. Who's your favorite WWE legend? Personally, I really like the Ultimate Warrior myself. Well guys, that's it for WWE Legends Royal Rumble card game. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now guys. Manjoume out.